Don't crush me! Help me! Bike blogger here. On my way to work. Topic of the day. Topic of the day. Knowledge is power. That's the topic of the day. So as I head my way to work today, there's concerns about what's going on, and I just like to put people's minds at ease about what's going on in the world today, and I think it can be broken down into two different things. That is health and the economy, which people keep saying you gotta strike a balance with, but I don't believe it's either or. I believe you can do both, and it doesn't even really require balance really so much as well, let's just get at the problem. What's the problem basically? Why is the United States having such a problem with what's going on in the world today? It's basically two things. It's our government system and it's the economic system. So you got basically, in the United States, you have 50 jurisdictions, 50 different states. Things are all inconsistent. So that's part of the problem. The second part of the problem is the economy. The economy is basically capitalism, although it is not starkly, completely all capitalism, but the purpose of capitalism is to make profit. It is not to manage health crises. So that's why we're in the predicament we're in right now. So to put people's minds at ease, let's talk about two different things. Let's talk about health, and let's talk about the economy. So here's 3 tips to make yourself feel better about the health crisis. Number 1, you need to learn about what's going on, basically. You need to learn about the disease and how to protect yourself. The more you understand it, the more you understand anything, the less scary it gets, because you know how to properly manage it, for your own self at least. Now don't worry about the macro, just worry about your own little world. So anyway, that's number 1. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Number 2, this is a particular contagious outbreak, so stay away from people. It's as simple as that. That's number 2. And then finally, number 3, let's see here. Let's go this way. Number 3 is to just cover your mouth. Cover your face, wear a mask, don't touch your face, wash your hands. All this regular basic hygiene stuff, except wear a freaking mask. It's that simple, it's not a big deal. So those are the top 3 tips regarding health. You do those 3 things, you do your research, you keep your distance, and you wear a mask. That's all you gotta do. It's pretty easy. It's not a big deal. So the second thing, and probably the more complex, is the economy. Let me go left here. So, how do you fix the economy? All these empty businesses. Well, like I said, the system, at least in the United States, is not traditionally known as a very well-equipped nation for when it comes to, I think I can go this way, when it comes to safety nets. We do have some socialism in this country, but we also have a lot of capitalism. So that's always a problem. But, so how do you get over your economic woes? Your Nervousness. Well, obviously with inequality, some people are definitely better positioned than others. But number one is always make sure you have money saved. Build yourself an emergency fund. Of course, most people's emergency funds are not built to withstand, you know, a crazy crisis like this, you know. Most people don't have months or years worth of money stashed away to ride this sort of a thing out. But it's still good. It'll give you some confidence if you can at least squirrel away a little money. Don't just spend all of it if you can avoid it. Of course, with inequality, a lot of people don't have a choice. You know, the second they get money in their pocket, they spend it because they're living on the edge, and that might not be their fault. It's just the world we live in here, at least in this country. La-dee-da-dee-da-da-da. Still quite a bit of traffic. So number two for the economy, go ahead and improve your resume. You know, go back, look at your resume, make some tweaks, update it, get yourself ready to jump the sinking ship if you have to. That'll make you feel a little better, at least. Something you should always be doing anyway. Which leads me into tip number 3. And I don't think this light's going to change for me, but there comes a guy over there. Tip number 3 is keep learning. You gotta just keep learning. Woo! It's Memorial Day weekend, and everybody's out and about. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go this way. This way. Down here. Shoo, shoo. Alrighty. So yeah, keep learning. Never stop learning. Always improve yourself. This kind of leads back into one of my videos a while back. Can we go this way? Let's go this way. I don't think I've been up this way before. Steep hill. One of my previous videos was the importance of physical activity. So, I suppose the title of this video, maybe I should call it the importance of, let's see, can we go, is that one way? I don't know. Is that one way? I don't know if this is one way. The importance of physical distancing. I don't like the term social distancing. It's you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I guess in the, you know, if you're thinking of like social gatherings, like socializing, you know, parties, getting drinks, I guess you could think of it that way, but I mean, you could have a party, I guess. You just gotta physically distance. I'm no doctor or scientist, but hey, you know, as long as you keep that physical separation. The problem is, human behavior is like, rah, you know. In a lot of ways, humans are unpredictable, and in other ways, they're very predictable. You know, they have fear, they have denial, they have their own way of thinking, and you know, people are very stubborn. So, which may or may not be a good thing. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going right now. On my way to work today. On my way to work today. So yeah, knowledge is power. Power, power, power. more you know about something, the more you learn about it, the less scary it gets. Let's see. Guess I'll keep going this way. This street might dead end down here, but we'll find out. Oh, sublet. Actually, I want to make a right here. Let's go this way. So you can probably tell in the video screen, I have a fender on the front of my bike here because I'm riding my rain bike. Even though it's sunny outside, it was cloudy a little bit ago, and there's a chance for rain, but it's actually not raining. It's very humid though. The dew point temperature is, and it's summertime basically, the dew point temperature is nice and easy. Dew point temperature is 67 Fahrenheit. Just for reference, when it gets above 70, it's miserable. Above 60 is pretty bad too. But above 70 is getting near the tropics. You know, we're getting down to southern temps in terms of the humidity. I mean, we're talking, you know, Florida in the United States, just quite humid and quite miserable in the summertime, especially if you aren't acclimated to it. Ugh. Bumpy road. So yeah, on our way to work today. Very important. Tip, bike tip. Drink your water. Drink your water. Oh my. Water is the fuel. I know a lot of people always say food is fuel. Keeps you going, but water is essential. And if you get dehydrated, oh my gosh, if you get dehydrated, there's a lot of bad things that can happen to your body. How do you know you're dehydrated? Well, this one says no outlet. Let's see if it's true or not. If you get dehydrated, or how do you know? Well, if your lips are dry, if your mouth feels dry, then you're dehydrated. Heck, even if you feel thirsty, you're dehydrated. You know, just like when you get hungry, your body will tell you when it's time to drink something, but your body is always lagging behind where you really should be. So if you're feeling thirsty, you're past the point where you should have been drinking something. So in a way, when your body tells you you're dehydrated, it's basically a emergency warning, like, you know, you're getting into dangerous territory here and you need to be drinking something, and preferably water, not soda or coffee or something. You know, you're supposed to be drinking water. That's how your body cleanses itself and keeps things pumping right. So very important to drink water. People will also say it's important. Let's go straight. People will also say it's important to drink those electrolytes. You know, we're thinking things like sports drinks, like Gatorade. And by the way, it's called Gatorade because don't quote me on this. It's called Gatorade because some Florida coach came up with the idea. He started feeding it to its sports team athletes in Florida because Florida knows all about the Gators. I don't know why I'm thinking about Florida so much, but if you want to keep 6 feet apart from other people, imagine a gator between you, lengthwise. Or you see these cars to my right, 6 feet of distance, or 2 meters, approximately the width of a car. So standing on both sides of the car, that would be a good. Let's go this way. So I believe we are in the Hill neighborhood. So let's go this way. Wasn't paying attention to the street signs. Let's see. What street are we on? Edwards. Let's keep going this way. It's kind of a cool little street. So this street is one way. Interesting. Wilson. Remember Castaway, the movie? Wilson! The volleyball or whatever. That street back there was called Wilson. Alright, Bershoff. Go left here. Kind of obviously taking a different way to work today because I like to mix it up. I'm in South City, St. Louis right now. I like these little streets. This way. I like the little streets where you have, street, sidewalk, building, and basically no parking lots. Oh man, parking lots are so ugly. Stop signs are a little annoying though. Ugh. Really didn't have to put a stop sign there, but they put one there anyway. Usually there's a little story. There's a little anecdote or a little story about each stop sign that's put at an intersection. Let's go this way. Amazon truck's blocking us. I see the guy, he's dropping off the package at the doorstep right now. Let's go around here. Whew. Oh, nice and easy. Watch the doors out. What was I talking about? Drink more water, yes. Drink more water. Easy with the brakes. Let's go this way now. Let's see where this goes. And it is humid. It is humid. So humid. So, yeah, it's hard to turn the news off. I'm going to try not to focus too much more on current topics, current events, dealing with everything else is going on. It's there's so much reporting on things. And let's go left here. I think it just wears people out. So I want to focus more on bike stuff. So I'm going to try and talk more about bike stuff. So we will do that. I'm looking to the left there, the school. I just passed. There's a bunch of cop cars parked in the parking lot. I don't know if that's a new thing now since school is out. All the police hang out at the school parking lots. Alright. Wow, this street's nice. It looks like it was recently repaved. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is humid. I'm not used to this humidity. This is the first whiff of summer so far. Let's go up this hill. Oh. Hey, you can kind of see it looks like it might rain, but the sun is definitely out still though. up. Let's go straight. What road is this? This is southwest. That's the road I want. So we're gonna go this way. Actually, let's go straight. I know where southwest goes. It goes to work. Let's extend this just a little more through South City. Nice, quiet residential areas. So that's sublet park to the right. You know what would feel real nice right now? It's taking getting on a boat by yourself or with a family member who lives in the same house as you, and just getting out on the water and relaxing. Whew. Something cool, because it's pretty warm right now, although I would prefer riding a bike, so that's what I'm doing now. So. Yada-da-do. Yada-da-do. Let's go right. Yada-da-do. This might be Arsenal or some other street, I'm not sure. Yada-da-do. Just turning around. Oh. Bingo, bingo. Every Thursday. Oh, now the light changes. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, look at this. We got a bike lane. Where did this come from? There wasn't a bike lane just the block south of here, or north of here. Now we got a bike lane. Cool. There's a big building over there to the left. I don't know if you can see it. Not sure what that is. It might have been some sort of a hospital at one point. I don't know. A police station to the right. Now this is a nice bike lane. Look at this bike lane. It's I don't know, is it like 3.5 feet wide? Oh, wait a minute. I think it's still just about as wide. Nice wide bike lane. I'm not extremely familiar with this area. I think it might be taking us toward a park though. Maybe Carondelet Park, I don't know. Okay. Alright, that's cool. And that might be the end of the bike lane. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so we're still on sublet. Hey, I was talking about a boat. Look, there's a boat. Port of St. Louis, Missouri. Look at that truck. That was that boat in that truck. I don't know which looked worse. I probably would not get in the boat, at least. It probably has holes rusted through it. That's funny though. I feel like I'm coming up on a dead end here. I don't know. Where am I going? It says Bike St. Louis there, so I guess I'm going where I should be going. I guess. Wait, Bike St. Louis that way. Let's go to the right. Oh. I've always wondered about trying to follow this signage here for Bike St. Louis, but gotta pay attention to it. So now, okay, it's telling us to make a circle, so it's telling us to go back the way we can't. No, we gotta stop here. Oh. Okay, telling us to go this way. That guy in the car back there confused me a bit. I think he was parking the car. Still got his lights on though. Or he turned his lights on. Are we ever gonna get to work, Bike Blogger? I don't know. This is kind of getting to be a long video, Bike Blogger. Where are you going, Bike Blogger? Where are you going? There's no cars on the road except parked on the road, which is a good thing. It means people are staying inside, maybe, or they have too many cars, which is more likely. It's amazing. It's amazing how wasteful cars are. I mean, all these cars parked on the road. I mean, they depreciate like crazy, faster than bikes depreciate. You know, so I don't believe I had a stop sign there. I might have missed it. So now where are we going? Let's see, Inwood. Let's go this way. I think I'm heading west, which is the way I need to go. This is a pretty street. It's got a bunch of trees. Left, yeah. Let's keep going straight. Bump. It's a concrete street, but it's very bumpy. Very bumpy. For once I'm not climbing up a hill though. It feels like I'm going very slightly downhill actually. Look at all the brick houses. Look at all the brick houses. That's St. Louis for you. St. Louis. Let's see. Yeah. I'll go left now. I'm wanting to go left for a bit. Now is this? Let's see. Am I anywhere near work yet? Am I anywhere in the going the right direction yet? I don't know. This is Chippewa. We're on Chippewa now. Fast track urgent care. All right. Let's go this way. Da 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 dee da da. Da 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 da. Make a left here. Alrighty then, that was lucky. Either that light back there is timed, or it detected my bike, which is really rare, especially to detect my bike that quickly. I was trying to be careful to make sure I rode my wheel right over that metal strip in the ground. You can sometimes see, which is supposed to detect metal. Some of those sensors are more sensitive than others. I've read stories about people putting magnets on their bike to try to make them make those lights more sensitive to detecting their bike or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that really works. Maybe someone can let me know in the comment section below. I mean, I'm riding on a carbon fiber bike though, so that's kind of a moot point, except my wheels are aluminum, so that's what I'm depending on the lights to detect are my wheels. That's why I have to make sure the wheel is right over the line. Okay. Let's go right here. Alright. Bike blogger. bike blogger to do. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Oh, this might be. There's a Chippewa. No, this is Hampton. I'm so lost. I'm from St. Louis, so I should know these things. I should know these things. I'm gonna cross the road here when it's safe to do so. It's kind of hard because the road is angled there to the left. See that way. Just gotta be patient. We're on Devonshire. Go down some more tree-lined streets. Streets. Nice big mature trees. I hope none of the branches fall off and hit me on the head. These look like more wealthy houses compared to the last neighborhood I was in. Slightly bigger houses. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Speed hump. Jameson? No, it's Nottingham. I keep getting them wrong. I kind of know where I am. And then again, I kind of don't. Now, what park is that up ahead? Let's get over here. This way. Nice big park. Hope I can figure out what it is. Huh. That's a pretty park. Well, I think I know that park, although I'm not absolutely certain. That's kind of interesting. Let's take a break here for a second. Look at that. We got like some snakes and frogs or something. Look at that. That's interesting. This is a pretty park. Oh wow, this. Let's see, what is that over there? Looks like maybe water? Oh, it looks kind of... I'm trying to see what that is over there. Interesting. I don't know where I am. Where am I? Well, I'm not at work, so... Anyway, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.